Here's Johnny. Ooh la la. Hi everyone, I'm going to show you a couple of games on world warships. The first one being Northern Waters, as you saw from the map there. I'm going to use the Amagi. I'm going to also check who I'm up against, because it's useful as a tier 7 to check now, because you're going to be facing legendary ships, I'm afraid. So no sitting at the back, Mr. Iowa, and going backwards straight away, because you're going to get torped. I've decided to push along with the cruisers because the destroyer on the far left side is going around the far side of A, so we're not going to see ships coming in between A and B. If he'd gone the other way, maybe I might have held back a little bit, just so I could shoot something. I wouldn't be so close to my cruisers. You'll see that I've been spotted, so I'm going to let my teammates know that there's a destroyer around about there on the one pointing on the minimap. The broadside Alaska, I'll pop it in. I didn't put my spotter up because I didn't think I was going to have time, especially with the ridge of the mountain. If he shows up now, I would have put my spotter up. So yeah, there it goes. So that helps my accuracy, because the Amagi is pretty bad at aiming. It's just a shame that I decided to take half a mountain with that shot there, because I would have probably got a nice shot on that Bismarck then. I've been spotted again, so I know the destroyer is going to be roughly about there, because of the mountains and what he can see. And there he is. Shot a couple of shots at him, and a couple at the mountain, of course. I just have it in for that mountain at the moment, I think. Yeah, so just going to stay there. I've got cover from the mountain, from the torpedoes, and I'm just going to take on the Hipper and the Bismarck and the Alaska that's just going to go around the corner. I'm out in the front. I can see the cruisers there. I've got heel. My armour's a lot thicker than theirs. I don't need to stay. I don't need to stay too hidden. What is it with some of these battleships that like to stay at the back and not go forward? It just crazes me sometimes. But that's how a lot of people play. So yeah, the accuracy of the Amagi isn't too grand. I've got Takagi on there. My inspirations are Cunningham and Girard. I think Cunningham is on all my battleships for the accuracy, and I've got Flammable Cannoneer and Marksman. They're the two other perks that I've selected to help the accuracy, and of course give it a spot plane, just so you can roughly aim. Where you aim is where you shoot. Maybe I should put Takagi on there on the Mikasa and see if that has any improvement with its aiming. If anyone has that ship, they know what I'm talking about. You can't aim at the ship and shoot it. You need to aim elsewhere, and you've got more chance of hitting the ship. So the Bismarck's gone, so I'm going to push round into C. I know there's a destroyer still in there, but hey ho, I've got 2 cruisers with me, which should help. So I've pushed around. I'm going to get myself in a cover where I've got torpedo cover again, which is where that mountain is. So you'll notice that I've put the brakes on. I sometimes flick around with the gears, the toggle, the square and circle button, because that way torpedo, the destroyers, the RNG, that little that gauge, the torpedo gauge goes a little bit crazy, it goes a little bit funky, it gives them a little bit of a harder, where should I put those torpedoes. Okay, so the hip is gone. I'm gonna get my guns around for that Alaska. I know the destroyer is still in the base because I can see that we're it's contested. Just going to shoot another mountain. This map of me and mountains, we just don't get on. I've got it in for them. Do you know what I mean? I want to try and leave my little JP imprint with in the side of the mountain. So if anyone sees a JP on the side of the mountain, I've been on that map and I've shot the mountain to pieces. Okay, Mr. Alaska, it's time for you now. Now I'm not too concerned about sailing broadside to a cruiser, be it a legendary cruiser. I know I'm going to get spanked a little bit, but I can spank a lot harder back. So yeah, we'll see. You'll see. I'm going to get spanked a few times here, and I'm going to have my ears ringing from the Citadel sound. But that's it's a fairly safe bet. I've still got a few heals, and as long as I don't do anything stupid, I should be alright. You can see from the other side of the map, we're doing alright. Okay, they've not got the base, but they're on the retreat. So I'm not too worried about my left hand side getting walloped, which is why I'm all full steam ahead. And he's burning up. He can shoot me now. I don't, at least he's not shooting the cruisers, and because he could take a cruiser out quite easily. So I'll take a bit of punishment here, but at the same time I'll give it back. Just going to twist a little bit so I'm not completely, I've got some kind of angle on it. I'm not going to, you don't want to be too stupid. If I would twist it to the left, it would have been more. Probably would have got a couple more citadels, but so it's all about angling the ship. I once played a game against a Iowa, and the destroyer was waffling on the communication thing and telling me that I was coming back and I've turned too much and I'm gonna die, but I didn't. And I killed the Iowa and carried on. So anyway, so that cruiser sunk, and so I'm going to head and push towards the remaining ring at the back there. A, can't see A or D or something. I'll notice that there's a one of those Italian cruisers charging on the retreat. He thinks he's sailing for safety. Of course, I'm going to have a pop shot at him, and he's seen me. So, yep. Maybe he'll think twice about where he goes. But yeah, let's just concentrate on that John Bart over there. Help the teammates. So we can always get that cruiser later on in the game. Although there's not much left of the game, we've lost 3 ships. Oh, there goes the John Bart. So yeah, I would imagine that cruiser's done a complete U-turn by now. Even though I'm spotted. Yeah, just let the people know. I like to let the people know if they ask, and you say something back. Okay, so yeah, he's on a complete retreat. He's on a run. He's a runner. Just swing those hips around. Aim. 1, 2, 3. I don't think it's turning. So yeah, aim, shoot, and that's the vista, baby. You are gone. So yeah, that's the first battle over with. You see the score. I'm at the top, maybe because I pushed and got a base. I'm not really sure. I don't know the points scoring system. But yeah, good teamwork, teammates, the whole shebang. My friends keep asking me about paint, so I'm just going to quickly show some the paint procedure. You go to the paint that you want to put on your ship, you press and hold the square button, then you need to make sure you've got enough melted paint, like the buckets of paint, to upgrade it. And to do that, you just press and hold the square button to upgrade it once it's already been converted. So you'll see I'm going to put on here a pink camo for the Kangaroo. There it is. So yeah, press and hold to upgrade. I think it's 150 and then 300 for the next and 300 for the last. So 6, 7, 8, about 800 bits of paint. So yeah, right, so here we're going to play the neighbours. Don't worry, not Kylie, Jason or Harold Bishop on this one. This is the map neighbours. I'm playing the Kagerro, aka the Kangaroo. I've got really good concealability on these little Japanese ninja ships, mainly because I've got Eric Bay and I've got the Jerry from the Blywhiskia, who's concealment, so I get double amount of concealment. So I'm about 4.7, running the captain Takagi, I think it is. I'm not sure. The one that's got twist and track anyway. But I sacrificed 0.2 concealability for the twist and track. Much prefer the twist and track. I strongly recommend that destroyers use it. It's a good tool. It definitely scares off destroyers sometimes, pushing in hard and stuff, and you can hunt down destroyers as well, like I've done on quite a few games. If I know they're hitting the back of the map or the side of the map, I know that they're going to go there, so I indicate to ships where the twist and track is. And you'll see that from this map, that I'll push into the base, and he doesn't go. Oh look, Iowa. It's a shame you're not looking at that Bismarck, but you are coming forward. So nice, good one. Yeah. So I checked the enemies anyway, and there was only a Lantern there, who's a radar cruiser. So he's who I need to be worried of. But he's the radar's about 8.5. So he's way away. Still no destroyer in the base, but I've put some torpedoes where my twist and track was pointing. That bar, that kind of white bar you can see just above the sea, it points to the nearest location ship. So very, very useful. So I know it's not that battleship. There would be a destroyer in that base, I'm sure, if he wasn't located, because he knows he's located, so he's not pushing in hard. As a destroyer, I try and support members. I always go out and do the spotting and cover them with a smoke screen. I don't always do it though, but when I, I'm going to stop my this Hipper from getting hit a few times from the two battleships there. I'll gladly cover him up, because he's got a sonar, so he can spot the torpedoes and destroyers as well. So help the teammates out. Here we go. See, I see him getting shot. So yeah, there's a nice smoke screen. I'll put my little smoke screen for you there, Mr. Hipper. And he asked me, so he said thank you. So excuse me. So there we go. There's the Hipper, nice and remaining hidden. And there's that destroyer that my twisting track was spotting. And like I said, the Hipper's probably got his sonar on. That's why I can see the torpedoes. So I'm back in. I back up and try and hit that destroyer as much as I can, because I know there's an Iowa around the corner. He's cooking up nicely, 2 fires. You can always see if they're dying anyway, because you can check your score. It's still going. My score's still going up. It's stopped now, so it's repaired. But he's pretty much one hit. I'm remaining spotted. Get a few hits on to the Colorado. Luckily my last couple of hits I catch him on a fire. Yeah, I just need to check. I just need to check. Was that destroyer dead? So that's why I've gone on there. I was like, yeah, I think he's dead. Just double check, because I can see a destroyer's dead. I just want to make sure it's him. Excuse me, got a chesty cough. Okay, yeah, so he's dead. Let's crack on. Move on. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I know there's a bit of an interference with the sound. There's a little hum in the background, so apologies, and thank you for putting up with it. Not quite sure what the issue is. Maybe I need a new mic, headset, or whatever. Let's let it stay. So yeah, I could, it's the choice. I could decide to go and chase those 2 battleships, but I really don't see a point. I've got torpedo length, and we're losing, and we're losing the Cat B. So just keep, let's just keep on pushing by, up and round. I can hit that Odin on my torpedoes, so I don't need to chase him. It's like okay, so I missed that Colorado. So I don't understand why some of these battleships like to go in the corners, and when they've got such long range and they chase the battleships around. I mean, this is what the Iowa and the Hipper are doing. They're all chasing around that corner. Okay, they're obviously on the flank. It's not a problem, but I keep asking for help, and I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like, I know I've got 2 destroyers to deal with, a Kuznetsov or Kuznetsov, and because I've got the Odin coming around the corner. I'm always wary on my twisting track. See, look, there's my twisting track where my orange torpedoes was. I know I'm going to get boxed in here. Just wait on the rather long reload on the Kagerro torpedoes. Twisting track is, you can see the white arrow to the right. I'm spotted. There's the ship. Oh yeah, you're firing at me, I'm firing back at you. And so I've got, I've got a lot of ships shooting at me now. but I can't put smoke because what's the point? You know, those ships will still be unspotted. So, you know, goodbye, Odin. You are about to hit torpedoes. Okay, so yeah, I'm cooking up. Yeah, so you can see where that destroyer, I mean what I asked to help for, he's actually now behind the battleship over on top of sea. The Hipper and the Bismarck up there, they're still chasing it. I think they're still chasing that Colorado. I don't know, it's, well he's dead now anyway. So there we go. So yeah, I know that there's no more ships for them to be fannying around with, so they might come at least, you know, towards B, just to help out a little bit. There's the now you'll see a good example of why the twist and track is really important as well, because it gives me some indication of where the destroyer is in the smoke screen. Although I could wait for him to fire his guns, providing he's actually firing his guns, you know. So there's one set of torpedoes going into where the twist and track is, and here goes another set. And then it's like, okay, it's time to go and get B. Okay, I've missed the first. First set. Okay. You know, the destroyer is still, and of course there we go. I've got him on. I've got him on the second. Now the destroyer is coming in at the back. You know, there's the other destroyer. I'm going to hold off shooting, you know, I'm just going to keep him spotted till he's in a smoke screen, and then I'm safe to shoot at him, because I'm not going to be detected by the ships, because they're too far away, the other ships that is. And that's try and get that cutters off. With the torpedoes. Yeah, because I'm smoking up. It's no good for him because I think it's 7.4, and if he's firing within a smoke of 7.4 kilometer distance, I'm still going to spot him. So yeah, it's not going to do him any good. Here we go, Mr. Kagerro. You're coming to defend that B that I captured. It just so happens you run into the torpedoes I put for the Canucks off. It's very kind of you to do that. Now, if that Hipper was following me, he would have had a smoke. Some sort of protection, I think. But then again, that cuts off is quite close, so he might be spotted in it. But on the map, okay, he's dead. Okay, now only 2 battleships left. Cool. And we were losing, big time. I've gone and got C, I've gone and got B, and then I'm like, okay, let's might as well go towards A and try and cap that. Check the points. It's still quite close, so every little bit helps, Okay, there's that teammate that I asked to help, and he's trying to torpedo the Bismarck. He's obviously got a torpedo reload on the go, because there comes some more for the Amagi. Is that the Amagi? No, Nagato, sorry. Sometimes it is a bit of luck when you hit torpedoes far away. I was looking at his guns, you see, and I thought, well, he's going to be, I didn't think he'd be turning this way, but he's obviously turned to try and avoid those, so there he goes, he's dead. Nice one, destroyer at the top there. Yeah, so you've got the Iowa, which is quite full health, from the Bismarck and destroyer up there. I'm just going to go capture A, sorry, and let them fight it out, and until I've captured this, then I'll come and get involved. I don't think I need to rush up there straight away, because the Iowa and the Bismarck's still quite healthy, and there's a destroyer up there anyway. So the long wait down, countdown for the base. Yeah, there he is, Bismarck. I should have moved on to the Iowa a bit, because I don't know what he's doing, because they were both pretty full, and he's nearly dead now. So he's played that a bit wrong. Whether he's got, I don't know, a bit cocky, or there you go, he's just whacked the Bismarck there, but the Iowa's dead because there's only 2 destroyers left. And yeah, so that's pretty much the game, almost over. I really appreciate the time that you've taken to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Feel free to add any comments, negative or positive, constructive criticism. I'm fairly new to this type of thing, commentary. I normally do like other videos I've done, like I'm put effects in there and stuff, and I'll try and make them a bit arty, a bit entertaining. But this, I thought, my friends kept saying, well, why don't you try and do something like this, so here it is. It's not the first one I've done, but it's the first one I've actually spent time writing and having some sort of idea what I'm going to say. So yeah, thanks all the same, and you'll see from the score here, well at the top there, and there it is. So have a good rest of the day and stay safe. Thanks for listening.